In today's video, I'm going to be discussing 4 aspects of Social Security which are used to determine your monthly check amount, and 3 of those aspects you have full control over. So with that being said, let's get into it and talk through all the details. First off, thank you so much for liking and sharing this video with those buttons right down below. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. As long as you're down there, if you haven't done so, make sure to subscribe to the channel as well. I'm here for you every single day. I'm talking about Social Security, all these fixed income benefits and everything like this. I want to help you out in any way that I possibly can, and that's why this video is so important. There's 4 different aspects that are used by the Social Security Administration to determine exactly how much you're going to get in your monthly benefit. And like I said, 3 of them you have full control over. The other one, not so much, but I'll break all those down for you here in this video, which, by the way, I want to clarify really quickly as well. Everything I'm talking about here in this video pertains to Social Security retirement benefits, okay? Now, I do know that there are a lot of you here in the community that watch these videos that receive SSDI, Social Security Disability Insurance Benefits, or maybe SSI, Supplemental Security Income. I can make dedicated videos for you, but your benefits are very different. This one is just Social Security retirement, okay? Just want to make that very clear so there's no confusion about this, but let's get into it and talk about all of these, and I will give you a brief description of each of them, what they mean, and how you can actually manipulate these numbers a little bit, because here's the thing. At the end of the day, these 4 aspects determine how much you're going to be getting on a monthly basis from the Social Security Administration for the rest of your life. So if you can manipulate these numbers a little bit and boost these numbers up, it's going to translate into a lot more lifetime earnings out of the Social Security Administration. Is that not the goal? I mean, here's the thing, right? I think all of us need to recognize the more money we get from Social Security, the little bit easier it gets. Now, here's the thing. I totally recognize that living on Social Security is rough. I totally understand living on Social Security is tough, right? It's a difficult thing, but every single dollar in these monthly benefits count, which, by the way, quick little statistics, the reports continue to come in. Roughly 90% of Social Security beneficiaries rely on their monthly benefit for the bulk of their income. This is a long-running statistic that's been going on for a long time. Give or take a little bit, about 90% of beneficiaries rely on their monthly benefit for a lot of their monthly income in retirement. That's a lot of people that rely on this, okay? Anyway, let me talk you through all 4 of these aspects, okay? So I'm going to give you all 4 first. I'm just going to rattle off the list of 4, and then I'll go through each of them one by one and give you a brief description and discuss each of them a little bit more in detail and how you can actually manipulate these numbers somewhat, okay? All right, so number 1 is earnings history. Number 2, work history. I know that those 2 sound very similar, but they actually are very different. Number 3, now unfortunately, this is the one that you don't have any control over, but that's okay, and it is your full retirement age. Number 4 is your claiming age. So I want to talk about all 4 of these in a little brief description here and give you the details about them and how you can manipulate these numbers depending on where you are in your life, depending on where you are in your career, your earnings history, things like this. You can absolutely manipulate these numbers and boost your lifetime benefit from Social Security with some of those aspects that I just talked about. All right, so let's buzz through these one at a time here in the same order that I gave them. Number 1, earnings history, okay? Now, this is a very important one. Now, generally speaking, somebody that has an income average over the last 35 years of, say, 80 grand a year is going to get a higher Social Security benefit than somebody has an average income of, say, 20 grand a year over the last 35 years. That's just in general. However, there actually is weighting on each dollar that is earned. So the first dollars that are earned actually have a higher weighting, and the higher that the income goes, the less of a weighting that actually has, okay? Does that kind of make sense? So this is a very important one. So in general, long story short, higher income means higher Social Security benefit. Simple as that, right? So if you're still working and wanting to get as much of a Social Security benefit as you possibly can, go to your boss and say, hey, yo, boss, I've been here forever. I've been here for X number of years. I do this. I'm one of the best in your company. I'm reliable. I show up every day. XYZ reason. Hey, can you give me a raise? I need, a 10, 20, 15, whatever percent raise. Ask for something big. Reason being, they're probably going to negotiate a little bit lower. So shoot for the stars, and hopefully you'll meet somewhere, kind of on the higher end of that. Nothing wrong with asking for a raise. I know it can be very uncomfortable, but seriously, you can do that. Also, another thing too, if they don't give you a raise and you're very skilled at what you do, maybe it's time to start looking around and finding a new job, right? Again, I don't want to tell anybody what to do. I'm just giving you some ideas here on how to earn more and ultimately raise your Social Security check when you start claiming, okay? All right, so that is number one. Number two, earnings history. Now, again, I alluded to this just a second ago. This is very important. Social Security uses the 35 years of work history to determine your Social Security benefit, okay? So here's what they use. There's an acronym behind this. It's called AIME, or AME for short, which stands for Average Indexed Monthly Earnings, okay? Very important. So basically they take your 35 highest years, okay? Highest years of income. Let's just say that you have 40 years of work history that they can rely on. They're going to take the 35 that have the highest income for this calculation, okay? But let's just say that you have, 25 years of work history that they can draw on. Well, then did they just use the 25? Yes, they use the 25, but then guess what they do with the other 10 years that don't have any work history or any income to report? They fill it in with a zero, okay? If you've heard me talk about this before in other videos, zeros are the absolute worst number that we can have when it comes to calculating average. Zeros bring averages down a lot, okay? So if you can avoid any zeros in your work history, that would be really, really good, okay? So if you are approaching the age where you can start filing and claiming Social Security, if you're getting to that point, now let's just say you have 32 years of service or 30 years of service, it may be beneficial to you. Again, I don't want to tell anybody what to do. That's not my style. I don't really care what you do. Everybody's got to do what's best for you. But I'm simply saying, if you're very close to that 35 years, you may be better off, if you can, again, if you possibly can, working for a couple more years to really get those zeros off of your record, okay? Zeros are fine. I mean, you can do it. It's not a big deal. But the more zeros you have on your work history, again, it's going to draw down your average even more, okay? Just take that into consideration as well. Now, those are the two of the three aspects you can control, okay? Those are the first two. Now, number three is the aspect you cannot control. This is your full retirement age. Why can't you control it? Because it's based on the year that you were born, okay? I don't think we as humans have figured out how to basically go back and change the year that we were born. We haven't invented that technology yet, right? Maybe someday, I don't know. But as of right now, as we speak, we cannot change the year that we were born, okay? So anyway, this one you have no control over. It's literally the year that you were born, and that determines your full retirement age. Now, you have to know what that full retirement age. Basically, anybody born in 1960 or later, your full retirement age is the age of 67. And then the years prior to that, it basically just calculates from 66 to 67. Basically, anybody born in 1954 is full retirement age of 66. And then you just add 2 months to the full retirement age for every year born after 1954 out into the year 1960. And then it's the age of 67. Does that kind of make sense? Right. So those are the full retirement ages as of right now. You need to know that. Very important, because it's also going to help to determine what's going on with your benefit. When can you claim without penalty? And if you wait after your full retirement age, well, then you get a bonus as well, which I can allude to a little bit later as well. All right. So that's aspect number three. And you do not have control over that one, unfortunately, as we speak right now. But who knows? Like I said, maybe there'll be some, innovations in technology or biology, more like, right, at some point in the future, and maybe we can, amend the year in which we were born. That'd be super weird, but who knows? But right now we can't do anything. All right, so number four. Again, so those are the three so far, okay? So the first two you have full control over. Number three you can, and number four is claiming age. Now, you can control this one. This is definitely something you can manipulate as well, okay? Now, this is very important. When do you file for your benefit? You can file as early as the age of 62, okay? But if you file at the age of 62, recognize your benefits are likely going to be cut by about 30%. That's rough, okay? You're going to have a reduction to your benefit, a permanent reduction to your benefit by about 30%, assuming your full retirement age is the age of 67, and you file at the age of 62, your benefits will be permanently cut by about 30%, okay? That's rough right there, okay? But anyway, you need to know what your full retirement age, and then also determine when you want to file. There's nothing wrong with filing at the age of 62. If you want to, by all means, go for it. That's totally fine, but just recognize the penalty is there, okay? So this is something you can certainly manipulate. So if you have an income, if you're kind of, around that early-ish, 62, 63, 64, something like that, if you can wait to file for your benefit, it may be advantageous. However, that is not always the strategy for everybody. Waiting is not always the best thing for everybody, right? There's a bunch of different factors that come into play with this. One being, hey, I'm sick of working. I don't want to work anymore. I just want to retire and enjoy my life. I'm 63, I'm 64. I just want to file for my Social Security. Then do it. If that's what you want to do, then by all means, do it, okay? Don't feel like you have to work forever so you can scrape together an extra, $100 a month out of Social Security. Seriously, what's more valuable, your time and your life or getting an extra $100 a month, okay? That's one of the flaws with Social Security and people that file it too as well, is they look at it and think, well, if I wait another year, I'll get an extra $61 in my monthly benefit. Okay, fine. I mean, if that's how you want to spend the next year of your life, by working and doing some job you probably hate, working for some boss you probably hate, right? So you can get an extra $61 a month. If that's what you really want to do, then by all means, go for it. But for me, I'm saying, forget the job. I'm out of here. Forget the $61. I couldn't care less. I'm going to go ahead and enjoy my life, right? That's my aspect of that. And I just feel like you got to also value what is more valuable, your time and your life and enjoying your retirement, or is it chasing down an extra $61, which is just going to be depleted from inflation anyway, right? You got to think about all these different aspects. But again, not here to tell anybody what to do. Just do what's best for you and your situation, okay? So anyway, this is the other one. And again, remember, there's a penalty for filing for benefits early. It's 5/9 of 1% for every 1 month that you file early, up to the 36 months. And then beyond the 36 months, there's another penalty as well, 5/12 of 1% as well, which benefits will be garnished, okay? However, let's talk about really quickly here. What if you wait until your full retirement age? You wait until your full retirement age and you file right on that age. There's no reduction and there's no benefit. Fine, perfect. That's okay, right? You get your full benefit, your PIA, primary insurance amount, and there you go, the amount that you get. However, let's just say really quickly here that you wait until after your full retirement age. Well, now you're in the money. Why do I say that? Because benefits actually increase for every 1 month that you wait after your full retirement age. They increase by 2/3 of 1%, 0.667% for every 1 month that you wait after your full retirement age to actually claim your benefit, okay? So if you wait a full 1 year, a full 12 months after your full retirement age, your benefits will increase by 8%. And that's not even including the COLA. That's a lot, an 8% raise. So if your full retirement age is the age of 67 and you wait until the age of 70 to file for your benefit, you've just locked in a permanent 24% increase to your monthly benefit. Not bad, right? That's massive, okay? So anyway, these are the 4 aspects I wanted to talk about. As always, if you have any comments or questions, feedback, please stick it down below in the comment section. I will do my best to come back and follow up to this. If you need me to, I can talk about any of these in further detail. I can jump on a live stream. I can do whatever you need from me. Let me know, okay? Down below in the comment section. Otherwise, do your friends, family, social media a huge favor. Share this video with them with the share button right down below. Totally free to do so. Like the video. Give it a big old thumbs up down below as well. Again, totally free to do so. Otherwise, subscribe to the channel if you have not done so yet. I'm here for you every single day no matter what. And hope this helps you. Please check out some of the videos here on the channel. There's thousands in the video library. Those that I've hand selected for you down below in the description or the top of the comment section. And yeah, have a nice day. Right here popping up on your screen as well. You'll see some videos, so check out one of those. And again, I'll see you again in just a minute in the next video.